Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Lindsay and here I'm going to be talking about all things related to wellness and my wellness journey and well-being. And today I was inspired to talk about this conversation that I was listening to on a podcast, and it's uploaded on YouTube and everything. And the most important thing that I got from this whole podcast, because a lot of it kind of goes into just like story, which may or may not be interesting to you. I think the original topic of this podcast is about ayahuasca, but what I thought was very interesting was that they talked about a story that Carl Jung liked to discuss. So it's the perfect story to talk about this phenomenon of as above, so below. What's going on in the outer environment is just a reflection of what's happening within you. And instead of paying so much attention to trying to fix the outer world, solving the world's problems, if we just fix what's going on inside of us, this can even change the problem or set a ripple effect to be even more powerful than if we were trying to just manipulate the outer environment. So I really love this story and I wanted to share it with you because it really embodies a great philosophy of how to approach healing and your work on this planet. And let me go ahead and share it with you now.
Yeah, so this is for sure my favorite story, and it was a story that someone told to Carl Jung in the last quarter of his life, and he became obsessed with it, and he would tell it before most of his lectures, and it goes like this. Jung's friend, who was like an anthropologist, goes to China, ends up in a village. The village is going through a drought, and the Westerner goes up to the elders, and it's like, how are you going to fix this? You know, bringing the Western mentality. Are you going to build new wells? Are you going to ship in water? You know, like, what are you going to do?
And all of that is just so a Western, very capitalistic way of looking at life. How do we solve these problems? We're going to have to build something. We're going to have to create technology to solve these problems. And that's not always the case.
The elders looked at the Westerner just kind of like how a lot of indigenous wise people look at elders or look at Westerners, and it's just kind of confused and like, oh, you don't get it. We're calling the rainmaker. The rainmaker's coming. And later that day, an old man comes to the village. The Westerner watches the elders excitedly go up to this old man. They guide him to a hut at the edge of the village. The old man goes in. No one goes in or comes out for 3 days. And at the end of the third day, it rains all night. The Westerner trudges through mud and sprouting plants to get to the front of that hut first thing in the morning. The old man comes out and the Westerner says, "What did you do? How did you do this?" And the old man says, "I came from a land that was in order. Because the land was in order, it did what it needed to do when it needed to do it. And so there's never a drought. I came here, and the land was out of order, and it infected me. And so I had to put myself into order. And once I came into order, the land came into order. Once the land came into order, it did what it had to do, and so it rained."
So that's a really important point as well, is that you could take it so far as to say that, you know, we all came from this land in the spirit realm. We came incarnated onto earth. We started, the land was all in order, but then we come here and we're infected by, you know, toxic thinking, toxic systems, you know, it's just generations upon generations of fear and programming and conditioning. So it infects us when we're in that society. So we have to go inside and kind of make ourselves right within, and it can have a ripple effect outward. So in my opinion, I think that sometimes we need to take some time to just go within and figure out, don't do anything, but figure out how to make our energy right within us. How can we put ourselves into a state of loving, like all is right within us, so that as a result, all is right externally as well. And this is kind of the nature of Joe Dispenza's work as well, where it's all about priming inside of your mind, creating the emotions of what future you want to create inside first, and then the electromagnetic field of your thoughts and your emotions being aligned to that vision, that positive vision of the future, will pull it in. But if you don't have those things, you're not going to be attracting that version of reality. So you have to get your inner state aligned to a place where you are within yourself in harmony again. So just some food for thought for today. I hope that it inspires you to kind of go within and find harmony within you. And let me know if you have any positive experiences, and take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye.